Thank you for joining us tonight for our rendition of Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing. Toilets are outside on your left. The fire assembly point in case of emergency is the front circle. Please make sure your phones are turned to silent. Take a seat and enjoy the show.
I learn in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina, and hath bestowed much honour on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part. He has gone himself beyond the promise of his age.
He hath an uncle here in Messina would be very much glad to hear it.
I pray you, is Signor Mantanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady.
My cousin means Signor Benedick of Padua.
Oh, he's returned, and as pleasant as ever he was.
I pray you, how many men hath he killed and eaten in these wars?
Faith! Niece, you tax Senior Benedick too much. He will be meek with you, I doubt it not.
He has done good service, lady, in these wars.
Oh, he is a very valiant trencherman. He hath an excellent stomach.
And a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady, but what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, and a man to a man, stuffed with all the honourable virtues.
It is so, indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. As for the stuffing, well, we are all mortal.
You must, sir, not mistake my niece. There is a kind of merry war betwixt Senior Benedick and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Oh, alas, he gets nothing with that. In our last conflict, 4 or 5 his wits went halting off. And now was the whole man governed with one. Who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, Lord! He will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio.
You will never run mad, niece.
No, not till a cold January.
Don Pedro is a crow.
Signor Leonato, you are come to meet your troubles. The fashion of the world is to run from it.
Never came trouble to my house, in the likeness of your grace.
I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you had asked her?
Sir Benedick, no, for then you were a child.
If Signor Leonato be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders, as like him as she is.
I wonder, Signor Benedick, that you still be talking. Nobody mocks you.
My dear lady, disdain. Are you yet living?
Is it possible disdain should die while she has such meat food to feed it to Signor Benedick? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain when you come in her presence.
Well, then is courtesy a tame-coat, but is certain I am loved of all ladies. Only you accepted. But I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, but truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women! They would have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God and my cold blood that I am of your humour for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God, keep your ladyship still in that state of mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and to her such a face as yours were.
Oh, you are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
Well, with my horse at the speed of your tongue. But so good a continuer, keep your way, I have done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know you are bold.
Signor Claudio and Signor Benedick, my dear friend Leonato hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at the least a month. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If it's right, my lord, you shall not go forsworn. Let me bid you welcome, my lord. Being reconciled to the prince your brother, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I'm not of many words. But I thank you.
Please it your grace to
Your hand, Leonato, we will go together.
Benedick, didst thou note the daughter of Signor Leonato?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Why, in faith, methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation can I give her. I do not like her.
Thou thinkst I am in sport. Tell me truly how thou likest her.
Would you buy her that you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel? Mine eye, she is the sweetest lady that I ever looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary. If here I would be my wife.
Why has come to this in faith? Shall I never see a bachelor of threescore again? Why, in faith, go to... Ah, look. Don Pedro has returned to seek you.
What a secret that held thee here. I charge thee on thy allegiance to tell.
I can be secret as a dumb man. I would have you think so. But on my allegiance, he is in love with Hero, Leonato's tall daughter.
Oh, then, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord?
By my troth, I speak my thoughts.
And in faith I spoke mine.
And by my two fates and troths, my lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the pursuit of beauty.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. And that she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But all women shall pardon me, because I will not do to them the wrong to mistrust any. I will do myself the right to trust none. And the fine shall be, for which I may go the finer, I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee ere I die. Look pale with love.
With anger, or with sickness, or with hunger, my lord? Not with love. Prove that ever I lose more blood with love than I will get again with drinking. Pick out mine eyes with a ballad maker's pen, and hang me up at the door of a brothel house for the sign of a blind Cupid.
Well, as time shall try, in the time the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedick bear it, pluck out the bull's horns, send them to mine forehead, and let me be vilely painted, and in such great letters as they write,
Here is good horse to hire.
let him signify thus under the sign,
Here you may see Benedick the married man. Well, you will temporize with the hours. In the meantime, good Signor Benedick, repair to Leonato's and commend me to him.
I have matter enough in me for such an advantage. Examine your conscience. And so I leave you.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
Dost thou love her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord! When you went outward on this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye, that liked, but had a rougher task in hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now that I'm returned, come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young hero is, saying, I liked her, I went to wars.
Mamma mia. Look, I know we shall have revelling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise and tell fair hero I am Claudio. Then in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart, and after to her father shall I break. And the conclusion is, she shall be thine!
My lord, why are you thus sad?
There is no measuring the occasion that breeds. Therefore the sadness is without limit.
My lord, you should hear reason.
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause and smile at no man's jests. Eat when I have stomach and tend on no man's business. Sleep when I am drowsy and wait for no man's leisure. Laugh when I am merry, and claw no man in his humour.
You have of late stood out against your brother. It's therefore that you frame the season for your own harvest.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And it better fits my blood to be disdained, of all than to fashion a carriage to rob love of any. In this, though I cannot be said to be a flattering honest man, it must not be denied, but I am a plain dealing villain. I am trusted with the muzzle and enfranchised with the cloak, because if I had my mouth, Conrad, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. But In the meantime, let me be that I am and seek not to alter me.
Make no use of your discontent.
Borachio,
What news?
I give you intelligence on an intended marriage.
You will serve for any model to build mischief on.
Marry, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio.
He wishes to marry Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato. I heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo her for himself, and, having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
A very forward march trick. This may prove food to my displeasure. That young startup hath all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him anyway, I bless myself every way. You are both sure and will assist me, yes?
To the death, my lord.
Let us to the great supper. Shall we prove what's to be done?
We'll wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not, brother.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, and I am heartburned an hour after.
He is of a very melancholic disposition.
He were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Benedick. The one is too like an image and says nothing. The other is too like my lady's eldest son, ever more tattling.
By my troth, niece, thou would never get thee a husband, if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
Indeed, she's too cursed.
Too cursed. Too cursed is more than cursed. And I shall lessen God's sending that way, for it is said, God sends a cursed cow, short horns, but to a cow, too cursed. He sends none.
What? So, by being too cursed, God will send you no horn?
Just if he sends me no husband, for the which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening, Lord. I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face. I had rather lie in the woolen.
You may light on a husband that hath no beard, niece.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Oh, not till God make men of some other metal than earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overmastered with a piece of valiant dust? To make an account of herself to a clod of wayward mall? No uncle or none.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince does visit you in that kind, you know your answer.
Brother, the revelers are entering!
lady, will you walk with me in your company?
I may say so, when I please.
My visor is Philemon's roof. Within the house is Jove.
Why then your visor should be thatched.
Speak low, if you speak low. Well, I would you did like me.
Oh, I would not, sir, for your own sake. I have many ill qualities.
Why? What is one?
I say my prayers aloud.
I like you all the better. Here is my cry. Amen!
God, don't be a good dancer.
Amen.
Keep him from my sight once the dance is done. Answer, clerk.
The clerk is answered. No more words.
I know you well enough. You are Signor Antonio.
At the word I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
No, true. I counterfeit him.
No.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my wit out of the 100 merry tales. Well, this must have been Signor Benedick that said so.
What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he's the prince's jester. A very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. He both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him.
When I know... when I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
By all means do. Do.
She's pretty hot, right?
That is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Signor Benedick?
You know me well. I am he.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. You see, he is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth.
How? How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affections.
As did I. I heard he would marry her tonight.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedick. But hear this ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so. The prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all things, save in the opposite affairs of love. Farewell, therefore, hero.
Where you go with me? What's about your business, County? The prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
But you didn't think the prince would have served you thus.
I pray you, leave me.
Oh, now you strike the blind man.
If it will not be, I'll leave you.
Alas, poor hurt found. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. The prince is fool. Ha 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 ha. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
The lady Beatrice had a quarrel with you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
She misused me! Past the endurance of a block! She told me, not knowing that I was myself, that I was the prince's jester! That I was valor than a great Thor, having jest upon jest, that I stood like a man at a mark, with the whole army shooting at me! She speaks poignance, and every word stabs. I would not marry her, though she were endowed with all that Adam had left him before he transgressed. Come, talk not of her. I would to God some scholar would conjure her, for certainly, while she is here, a man may live as quiet in hell as in a sanctuary. And people sin upon purpose because they will go thither.
Look, here she comes.
Oh, God. Here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How are then sick?
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil Count. Civil as an orange and something of that jealous complexion.
What? Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is won. I have broke with her father, and his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace says amen to it.
Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy, if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours.
Speak, cousin. Or if you cannot stop his mouth with a kiss, and let not him speak neither. Oh!
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
True, my lord cousins, God give you joy. Oh. Thus goes everyone to the vault but I. And I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner and cry, hey ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get to work. Will you have me?
No, my lord, unless I might have another for working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. Oh, but I beseech your grace pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Niece, will you look at those things I told you of?
Oh, I cry you mercy, uncle, by your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady, but she cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for a Benedick.
My lord, were they but a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
Count Claudio, when mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord.
Not till Monday, dear son.
Come! You shake the head at so long a breathing. But I warrant thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. In the interim, I will undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring the Signor Benedick and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other.
My lord, I am for you. Thou cost me 10 nights' watchings.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero.
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an usher. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I will tell you of my grief.
Borachio! It is so. The Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
How canst thou cross this marriage?
I think I told your lordship a year since how much in favour I am of Margaret, the lady hero's gentlewoman. I can, at any unseasonable hour of the night, have her lean out of her mistress's chamber window.
Well, what life is in that, Borachio, to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to ponder. Go you to your brother and the prince, and Claudio, and tell them that you know Hero loves me. They will scarcely believe this without proof. Therefore, the night before the wedding, bring them to see me called Margaret in Hero's garments. Hear me call Margaret Hero. Hear Margaret term me Borachio. In the meantime, I will so fashion the matter that Hero will be absent, and there will be such seeming truth in Hero's disloyalty that jealousy shall be called assurance, and the preparations overthrown.
I will put it in practice. Your cunning in the working of this Borachio, and thy fees 1,000 ducats. Go.
I do much wonder how one man, seeing how much another man is a fool, when he dedicates his behaviors to love. And well, after he have laughed at such shallow follies and others, he becomes the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. Such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music in him but the drum and the fife, and then he much rather listen to the tabor and the pipe. I have known when he would have walked 10 foot to see a good armour, and now will he lie 10 nights awake carving the fashion of a new doublet. He is wont to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. And now is he turned orthography, his words are very fantastical banquet. Just so many strange dishes. May I be so converted to see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. I will not be sworn by it, but love may transform me to an oyster. Well, I'll take an oath on it. Till he hath made an oyster of me, he will never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another is wise, yet I am well. Another is virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman will not come in my grace. Rich she shall be. That's certain. Wise, or I'll not. Virtuous, oh, not cheapen her. Fair, or I'll look not on her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse. An excellent musician, and her hair shall be... what color, please God? Here comes the prince and Monsieur Love. I'll hide me in the arbor.
Come, Balthazar, we'll hear that song again. Oh, good my lord, but that's not so bad a voice to slander music more than once. I pray thee, sing, and let me woo no more, as your grace commands.
Your sounds of woe into pain, not me. Then sing no more, ditty, sing no more of dawn so dull and heavy. The fraud of men was ever so, since summer was first leafy. No more of dawn so dull and heavy. The fraud of man was ever so, since summer was first leafy. Into hey, not me, not me.
Excellent music for tomorrow night. The best I can, my lord.
See you where Benedick hath hid himself?
Come hither, Leonato. What was it you told me of today? That your niece, Beatrice, was in love with Signor Benedick?
I never think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither, but most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedick, whom she hath in all outward behaviour seemed ever to abhor.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Bait the hook well. This fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? You heard my daughter tell you.
I would, and I thought her affection had been invincible against all assaults.
So had I, especially against Benedick.
He hath taken the infection. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedick?
No. She swears she never will. That's her torment. She wrote him a letter of her love, but then tore it into 1,000 halfpence, and then railed at herself that she should be so immodest, etc.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, raves, curses. Oh, sweet Benedick, God give me patience.
it were good that she would discover it by some other, if she will not discover it.
To what end? He would make but a sport of it, and torment the poor lady worse.
She is an excellent sweet lady, and virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedick.
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she says she will die, if he love her not. And she will die, she make her love known. And she will die, if he woo her, rather than she will bay to one breath of her accustomed crossness.
Shall we go seek Benedick, and tell him of her affection?
Never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
No, that were impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
I love Benedick well, and I wish he would modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is of so good a lady.
If you do not dote on her upon this, I shall never trust my expectation.
Now let the same net be spread for her, and for that must your daughter and her gentlewoman carry.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have their full bent. But love me! Me! Why? It must be requited. They say the lady is fair, 'tis so I can bear them witness. And virtuous, 'tis so I cannot reprove it. And wise. But for loving me, by my troth, it is no addition to her wit. Nor no great argument of her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I never did think to marry. I've railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. Shall quips and sentences and paper bullets of the brain or a man from the career of his humour? No! No! The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Lady Beatrice. By this day, she is a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Lady Beatrice. I thank you for your pains.
I took no more pains in those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come.
Oh. Then you take pleasure in the message.
Yes, senor. Just so you may take upon a nice point and choke a door withal. You have no stomach, senor. Very well.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those things than you took pains to thank me. That is as much as to say, well, any pains I take are as easy as thanks. If I do not take pity on her, I am a villain. If I do not love her, I am a Jew. I will go get a picture.
Good Margaret. Tell my cousin Beatrice that I and Ursula walk in the orchard, and our whole discourse is all of her.
I'll make it come, I warrant you presently.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, our talk must certainly be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than man ever did merit. My talk with thee must be how Benedick is sick in love with Beatrice. Now begin. Are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice so entirely? So says the prince and my new troth lord. They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them that if they loved Benedick, to his irrepressible affection never to Beatrice know of it. Oh, why did you so? Nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. She cannot love. If she knew his love, she would make sport at it. Tell her of it and hear what she will say. Oh, I never saw a man. How wise, how noble, young, rarely featured. Always accepted my dear Claudio. Madam? Oh. But she would spell him backward. If he be fair-faced, she swear he be her sister. And who dare tell her so? If I should speak, she would mock me into air. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedick. Indeed, he hath an excellent good name. His excellence did earn it ere he had it, madam. He is the only man of Italy. We've caught her, madam. If it proves so, then loving goes by paps. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps. What? What? Fire is in mine ears! Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Oh, Lord. Contempt! Farewell, and maiden pride
Benedick. Gallants, I am not as I have been.
So say I. Methinks you are sadder.
I hope he be in love.
Hang him a truant. There is no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money. I have a toothache. What? Sigh for the toothache? Well, every man can master a grief, except he that has it.
Yet say I, he is in love.
Conclude! Conclude! He is in love.
No, but I know who loves him.
That I know too. I warrant thee, one that knows it not.
Yes, and his ill conditions, and despite of it all, dies for him.
She shall be buried with her face upwards.
Yet, is this no charm? The toothache. Oh, Signor, walk aside with me. I have studied 8 or 9 wise words which these hobby horses must not give.
For my life, he goes to speak with Leonato about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have by this played their part with Beatrice, and then the two bears will not bite one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you. Would then the brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If it please you, let Count Claudio may hear, for what I would speak of concerns him.
Why, what's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that, brother, but he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you, discover it.
Why? What's the matter?
Claudio, I came hither to tell you the lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero!
Even she.
Disloyal!
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. Go but with me tonight, Claudio. You shall see her chamber window entered, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her, but it would benefit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so.
I will not think it.
If I see any reason tonight why I should not marry her, tomorrow in the congregation where I should wed her, there will I shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
Hero! Hero!
Borachio.
I know, Claudio, the lady is disloyal.
Liar! Cheat! Traitor! Tell me, Prince, what do you do with a spoiled flower? You let it rot!
There will now be a short 20-minute intermission. Programs are available